Hello, Taurus, and welcome. This will be a general weekly reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 29th through August 4th, but dates are flexible and approximate. And it is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. So take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Also, if you are new, welcome. Thank you for being with me. And let me just explain briefly that from the major arcana, I ask for the energy, the overall energy of the situation. And from the minor arcana, the physical, mental, and spiritual realms. So in other words, what's going on in your physical world, what you're thinking about, focused on, talking about, and a message from the universe. And again, the cards are just here as a guide, so not a predictor. So keep that in mind as we go through this. So it's interesting that your major arcana card came out. This is your card, Taurus, the Hierophant here. So really, this is representing you in this situation. Okay, yeah. And in your physical realm, you got 3 cards. So we have the King of Wands reversed. Underneath that, the Queen of Swords upright. And underneath that, the Queen of Cups reversed. So basically, Taurus, we have 3 people in your life this week. No other cards jumped out that indicate in what way, shape, or form you are interacting with these people, but apparently these people are meaningful to your week if this does resonate with you, Taurus. So let's take a look at each of these people here. So we have the King of Wands reversed. Okay, for some of you, this could literally indicate a fire sign, right? So it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it also could just be the energy of the King of Wands reversed, and not necessarily one of those signs. And honestly, let's say if these are people at work, for example, you might not even know everyone's signs. So if that is the case, if you're if you think this is about something related to an environment where you wouldn't even know the people's signs, then I would pay attention to the descriptions here of what I'm getting about them. So with the King of Wands reversed, it could indicate someone who is an introvert, and also not necessarily male or female. It's really just the energy, okay? Could be male, could be female. Same with the other court cards here. Okay, so I'm feeling it could be someone who is introverted, even so much as antisocial, maybe difficult to interact with. And or it could be someone who is like kind of negative and kind of like not fun, and has kind of a negative or gloomy take on things, a negative or gloomy outlook. So for example, like it could be someone, have you ever been just having what you think is a normal light conversation, and you're maybe just telling a story, and you might think it's a little amusing or whatever, and this person just says, well, I would never do that, or I would never let that happen to me, or well, I would have said this, and you just meant it you were just telling a story that you thought was light and interesting. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling here, something like that. That this might be a person, if you really think about it, you really don't care for his or her company. All right, now underneath that we have the Queen of Swords upright. So I have a positive feeling about this. The Queen of Swords, I feel that this is male or female. It's the energy. It's, it could be for some of you. It could indicate an air sign, right? So it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or it could represent someone who is very intelligent and sharp-minded, and maybe has good advice for you. And this person, while this person is approachable, I feel like with the outstretched hand of the Queen of Swords, she is approachable, let's say more approachable than, say, like the King of Swords. She's approachable, but she's not warm and fuzzy. So this person, whether it is male or female, is someone approachable, someone you can talk to, but not warm and fuzzy. This person will be straightforward and honest with you, right? If you want advice from this person will not mince words. This person will be honest with you, even if it's something that you may not necessarily want to hear. So underneath the Queen of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. And this is an indication of someone in your environment who is overly emotional. It could be someone who tends to be overly emotional in general, or it could be someone who is overly emotional this week or in this situation, in whatever situation you encounter this person. So, and if it is in this situation, it's kind of like this person doesn't bring that much to the table because this person is looking at the situation with like negative emotions, with a misalignment. This person isn't in tune with, like the universe and the positive emotions and flow of things, right? So these may be people, with the queen. I feel as though these people are kind of all equal, being that they're all court cards, and two of them may be negative influences or do not offer you anything, and one of them may be someone, the Queen of Swords upright, who could be a good advisor for you. So keep that in mind this week, Taurus, especially if you find yourself here in your mental realm. What you're thinking about, what you're focused on, maybe even what you're talking about, are the things that you feel are negative in your life, the things that aren't going your way, the things that aren't working out for you. So there's definitely some negative focus here. It's like seeing the glass half empty as opposed to half full. But you do have positive things in your life. It could be relationships with cups here, but it could really be anything, Taurus. So here you are. This is especially, this is definitely representing you, because here you are. It's definitely your card, Taurus. This is you. Involved with these people who may have a negative influence on you, and one who potentially has a positive influence or a positive message for you, right? And you're tending to be focused negatively this week, looking at what you don't have as opposed to what you do have, okay? And it may very well be that your negative focus could be influenced by these two people, or you are in need of conversation and really solid advice. So you should be looking at the people around you and looking toward someone represented by the Queen of Swords energy, someone who will be honest with you, with whom you feel comfortable speaking, someone who is approachable, but someone who is going to be honest with you and give you good advice, so that you can turn around and look at the full cups, the cups that aren't turned over. You can look over in the distance and see the bridge that leads to the refuge across the river. And the universe is telling you here with the Seven of Wands reversed is that you can't take on anything additional in your life until you change your focus. And you need to believe that you are up to the challenge, right? You need to turn this Seven of Wands reversed upright, okay? So in the way things stand now, you're not up to, your focus is preventing you from being up to any challenges and seeing anything in a positive way, right? Like the wands, enthusiasm, ambition, creativity, charisma, excitement, looking forward to things, right? So upright, this figure is able to take on anything that comes his way. He's above it all. So he's really in alignment with himself and where he's going. But as things stand, the universe is telling you, you need to turn this energy around, Taurus. And I believe that you ought to be looking for that person represented by the Queen of Swords in your environment this week. Now, I believe that at least for most of you with whom this reading resonates, that there is someone you can turn to who will be honest with you and straightforward and help you turn things around, turn your focus around. And for others, it's possible that it's this card, just by virtue of the fact that this card is looking toward you with an outstretched arm and good ideas, good advice, and honesty. And this queen is telling you, turn around and change your focus. You've got plenty of cups upright. You've got plenty of things going right for you. And by changing your focus, you've got a bridge to a new place, to a refuge from all of this negativity. So Taurus, you really just have to turn around this week, right? And your card here is in line with what's on your mind here. And you need to use the wisdom, knowledge, and education of the Hierophant, both in the physical realm and the spiritual realm, to refocus here and turn it around. Okay, Taurus. Well, if this does resonate with you, it really is a time to deliberately change your focus and deliberately take the time to focus on all the things that are going right for you, and maybe get some advice from the Queen of Swords so that you are up to taking on the challenge. Yes, this was reversed, but you are going to turn it around, Taurus. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me, Taurus, and I really do wish you a fabulous week.